in the comments. I'm in Sydney, and the internet is cutting a bit in and out. So let's see how we go for the rest of the video here. And we have the amazing Rosie Shalhoub with us. She's one of our authors in the Theatre Freedom book that we have just put out. And we have little Truffles with us as well. Hey, Rosie.
Hello, hello.
Great to see you there. Oh,
Truffles is saying hi to you.
hello, Truffles, you little darling.
Baba.
You little darling. Okay, now today we are doing our day 8 of 11 of the Global Good News Challenge. Thank you so much for being a Good News Crusader. Now, the way this challenge works is just share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. Okay, so over to you, Miss
So
Rosie.
I am Rosie Shalhoub, and now I've got the next question.
What do you do or like to
What do I do? I am currently writing. I am sort of semi-retired right now.
Nice.
I'm writing, and we've just finished, as Aldwin said, the Theatre Freedom book, which has just been unbelievable, and we're bestsellers, so that's very exciting. And the 3 things I'm grateful for. Well, we've had a massive couple of days moving house, so I'm grateful that we're really towards the end of it. I'm grateful to have this one who has been helping me with the move. She's been getting into everything, but she's just been so much fun. And I'm really grateful for very special friends tonight. And, you know, as hungry as I was, that Domino's pizza was the best.
That was awesome. And you have some good news to share with us today.
Yes, so our good news is that we're moving house and we're moving into a nice waterfront. I'm very excited. It is absolutely beautiful in the heart of Cronulla, Barony Bay, and it is just going to be the best, especially coming into summer.
Oh, nice. Love it. And for people who want to connect with you, where can they go?
They can go to my LinkedIn, Rosie Shalhoub. They can go to Facebook, Rosie Shalhoub, or on my Instagram, which is embracing.rosie.
Beautiful. Anything else you want to share?
Just everyone, hello, goodbye.
Actually, just quickly, before I do my challenge, just share a little bit about what your chapter was about in the book.
So my chapter was in regards to a book that I wrote a couple of years ago called The Dark Side of the Light. And it was just in regards to the spiritual industry. I've worked in the industry. Oh, Truffles. You want to get down, Bobby?
Or just Truffles.
I'll pop it down. I worked in the industry for 30 years, and some of the things that I've seen in, you know, along the way has just been absolutely disgraceful. The egos, the theft, the lies, the fakes, the frauds, and you know, I just thought it's time someone actually speaks out. It took a lot of guts and courage. I lost a lot of friends along the way. I knew that was going to always happen. I also knew that those ones that I lost were never going to be the true friends anyway. But it's been such a great experience writing the book. And now that I have, I'm coming to see more and more people coming to me and telling me about experiences that they've had where they've been fraudulent, you know, paid a lot of money for a psychic and that psychic's just been a fake or a fraud. And just people, especially since COVID, are really struggling. People are really suffering, and they're paying hard-earned money or even money that they can't afford to see someone for guidance, and that person's just
using and abusing. They're using and abusing.
Yeah, but it's not just even that. It's just a fake.
Charlatan.
A charlatan, that's the word that I'm looking for. And selling, you know, snake oil. And the thing is, the thing that I always say is in the spiritual industry, people think just because someone's like spiritual means that they're a good person. It doesn't mean that. If they're a psychic, they don't have to be good people. There's a lot of psychics that are actually not very nice. And, you know, we can always talk about Aleister Crowley or someone like Hitler, who was a very well-known psychic, and he always had psychics consult for him. So that sort of thing. And it goes on more than people realise.
And a lot of dark energies too in the industry as well.
Yeah, a lot of egos. That's where it comes from. And the dark energy is just like so much jealousy. I remember when we were running the Festival of Dreams and we had over 40 psychics working for us. And honestly, I don't even want to think about just the bitterness and the cattiness and people just thinking that person had put an evil eye on them and this one had put a curse on them because one person was busier than the other, and, you know, just things like that where it's in natural reality, it's like sometimes you're just busy, sometimes you're not busy. It just is the way it is. It doesn't mean someone's gone out and deliberately tried to sabotage you. And I think sometimes some of these people, there's a word for it, and I'm just trying to think. It's called delusions of grandeur. That's what they suffer from.
Yes. Well done on exposing some of this BS out there in this industry. And I've just exposed myself. I was sharing with you about this astrologer called Muriel Braun on the Gold Coast, who has been ripping people off left, right and centre. And she's been doing it for years. And it got to a point where I actually wasn't going to say anything about it originally, but then when my client came to me and said she's been ripped off $13,000 and was stranded in 3 countries after paying for 5 retreats that got cancelled last minute because of this woman's apparent illness or sickness, because she wasn't well, but in actual fact there was no accommodation booked, nothing was organised around these retreats. And this isn't the first time, because 5 years ago I went to Namibia with a retreat with this woman. She did the same thing. She cancelled. All these people paid $3,000 for the retreat. She cancelled. They paid again. She said she'll refund in 2 to 3 weeks. She didn't refund in 2 to 3 weeks. So it was just lie upon lie. And to think she's still going to this day, ripping people off like that, and doing astrology readings that are very average, really, and a whole lot of mumbo jumbo that's very hard to understand. It is also, it's about time these people are exposed. Enough is enough. The truth is coming out. We are in a changing energy shift at the moment where the truth is coming out a lot more about all sorts of things.
And the thing is, what you're telling me doesn't surprise me. And, I've heard the same stories over and over, just different faces. And if it doesn't get, there's no rules or regulations in the industry. So if nothing changes, nothing's going to change.
Exactly.
So let's hope. But it is a scary thing to be the only person to call it all out. But I've worked in the industry for 30 years, and I think I'm the most experienced and qualified person to call it out, because I've seen it all.
The thing is, by planting that seed of calling out, it's amazing who else might come forward who's also had a shocking experience with these people. Like as in happened when I revealed around Muriel Braun, all these people said, "Yep, I've been conned. I took her to court. I did." It's phenomenal. 150 comments in no time, 10,000 views in 2 days. It's just gone crazy. And this is just the beginning, So by actually speaking up, you never know who else you could help from being ripped off.
Right. That's so exactly right.
And who else might come forward, because, everyone thinks, that it's only them that has been ripped off. But actually, when you reveal it, it's...
What I found is I had a lot of well-known psychics write to me and thank me, because they wanted to do the same thing, but they just probably felt like I did for a very long time, because you don't want to come across bitchy or nasty. It's not about that. It's really not. It's just, I just can't stand seeing innocent people just being taken for a ride.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Absolutely, 100%. I feel you there, and that's exactly why I exposed this woman, because enough is enough. And I guess, I think karma looks after things and whatever, but it'll just take a lot longer, and a lot more people get ripped off on the journey.
That's it.
So the sooner you speak up about things, the better, and do not be intimidated by the bullying around. I'll sue you for defamation. If you're sharing your story. No, they can't do anything.
I learned a lot when I was writing the book. I was told, you can get sued, or if someone can recognise themselves, they can sue you. But basically, they can't sue you if you're speaking from the truth.
Yes.
And everything I had written about, I've got backup. But it was all truth-based.
Yes, same.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
But, my next book might be the opposite, where maybe we'll talk about all the nice side of the industry, because there is such a beautiful, loving side to it.
Yeah, and there are some amazing people, of course, that work in the industry as well. It's just that you just have to do your due diligence. And actually, maybe some tips on that. How can you tell a charlatan?
Oh, wow. I've been even caught out. I remember when we were in San Francisco, obviously it's well known for having a psychic on every corner, but Ross wanted to surprise me and honestly thought she was the real deal. And it wasn't until she wanted a couple of $1,000s to buy these candles to get some curse off me, I thought, oh, God, here we go. Oh. So there's lots of different ways. I actually wrote a blog about it once, but we've been moving for 3 days. Look at me. I'm just such a mess. I can't even think. But unfortunately, there's more charlatans out there than there are
Yeah.
the real deal.
And sometimes you can't tell until you actually do business with them, until you're actually sitting there
Yeah.
doing business with them. They all seem really nice, of course, initially.
Yeah.
And then, you know, sooner or later, the truth comes out.
One of my things is if they're telling you that you've got a curse on you or an evil eye, or you need them to make you some talisman of some sort and you've got to pay for it, or you've got an entity attached to you, just no, I can't
Yes.
deal with all that.
Yes.
And a lot of the, you know, Reiki healers, no offense to any Reiki, because I've got some beautiful Reiki friends. But even what I've seen with them, like, you've got to be very careful who you allow to in your energy field to do healing on you. Because I've seen them come rushing into the shop, they're late, they're cursing their husband, the kids have been giving them a hard time, they've got, you know, complaining about this, complaining about that, and then in the next breath they're, you know, got their hands on someone doing a healing. I mean, we all go through that. Like my kids annoy me half the time. My husband, well, he's beautiful. I've needed him the past 3 days. But where I'm going with this is you can't just run in late for your appointment and then just start doing that. Like, you've got to prepare yourself and you've got to, like, really put yourself into the zone and cleanse all your energy up before you can put your hands on someone else.
Yes, 100%. Well, good on you, Rosie. It takes a lot of courage to speak up, and you're amazing. And I'm so excited about your new place. Yay. Congratulations.
I'll be doing lots of riding with the water. They're looking right back at me.
Yes.
So that'll be nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anything else you want to share?
No, I'm just a bit embarrassed about the way I look tonight.
Oh, you look beautiful.
We have been moving like crazy.
You're beautiful, Rosie. We love you. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you,
and being a Good News Crusader today.
Yay!
Yay. Thank you, Rosie.
Bye.
Awesome. Oh, we'll just get that goodbye because I flipped it over to me. Bye. See you, Rosie. Bye. Awesome. That's the amazing Rosie Shalhoub, one of our authors in Fear to Freedom, Series 1. And now for my Global Good News Challenge. Hi, I'm Alden Alternay, also known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help you be seen, heard, and known through mass media exposure. 3 things I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful to be in Sydney, my old hometown. I grew up in Sydney. I love it here when I come to visit, and I also love going home to the Gold Coast nowadays. It is great. I still have some family here, some cousins, my auntie, etc. And I'm grateful for my beautiful friends. I'm grateful for Rosie and Rita and Sal. We've just been hanging out on the Gold Coast the last week. Grateful for Truffles. What a cute little doggy Truffles is. Oh, she's in a bed. Oh my God, I've got to show you. Oh my God, she's so cute. Here we go. I'll show you Truffles in her bed. Hello, little sweetheart. Oh, your little darling. Look at you in your little bed. You are just too cute, too good. Grateful for Truffles and animals. In fact, I love animals, and they bring a lot of joy to everyone's lives. So I recommend get some animals in your life, and appreciate, even if you don't have your own pets, appreciate the beauty of nature all around us. There is so much we can be grateful for just in nature alone. My good news is today, well, of course, in Sydney, and we are now inviting people to come into our Series 2 for Fear to Freedom, which is very exciting. So if you want to find out more about that, about having a chapter in there and sharing your story about how you've transformed fear to freedom in an area of your life, then send me a PM or pop a yes in the comments here wherever you're viewing this, and let's have a conversation about that. We're going to have 11 authors max. That's it. 11 authors and 11 invited authors. There'll be myself and Rita will be organising the book, so we'll have our chapters in as well. We did the last book with Leanne. She's stepping down for the next one due to all sorts of personal reasons. However, it has been an amazing journey with Leanne. Shout out to Leanne Clune and all of our authors. Very grateful for all of you, our amazing authors in Series 1. You can reach out to any of the authors. Just go to our Facebook group, Fear to Freedom, and you'll see all our authors have been tagged in numerous posts. So reach out to any of our authors. We've got about half in New South Wales, about half in Queensland, a bit like a state of origin of books. However, no one is fighting with each other, which is wonderful. So reach out. We've got awesome stories. We've got one guy, which is Salvo Barbagallo, one guy in the book, and all women. And they've all shared their story of how they've transformed Fear to Freedom and the wisdom that they have learned in that journey. Because the thing to remember is at the end of every breakdown, there's always a breakthrough. Just hang in there on the roller coaster ride of life. There's always opportunity where there's challenges. So back to the original question. What are you grateful for today? Very simple question. We love to get in drama, don't we? Yes, we all love a bit of drama because we're being brought up that way, haven't we? That's why they have Netflix. That's why they have TV and Hollywood, because people love drama. However, it's very simple to just come into gratitude and share and shift your energy immediately by thinking of something you're grateful for. Grateful for you tuning in right now. Thank you so much for all of our Good News Crusaders who have done this challenge for the last 5 years. If you want to participate, go to the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. At the top is all the details. It's absolutely free. It's free marketing for you as well because we share your videos to thousands of people. Sending you much love today. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. We'll see you tomorrow for the next Global Good News Challenge. Thanks so much. Bye, Rosie. Bye. Thank you, Rosie. Yay. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. So, actually, before we go, what is that cool painting? Is there a story behind this cool painting?
No, my sister gave it to me.
Oh, it's very spiritual looking. It's very cool. Anyway, I'm grateful for that too. That's just really cool. It looks really good in the video.
I thought it was us that looked good.
Oh, we look good too, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.